Ferris Bueller's Day Off movie trivia. Ferris Bueller was named after director John Hughes' lifelong friend, Burt Bueller. Cameron's father's Ferrari is not real. Production used 3 different replica Ferraris made of a fiberglass body and an MG chassis throughout the movie. Producers received angry letters from fans, thinking that an actual Ferrari GT250 was wrecked for the flick. When Grace tells Rooney that he's a righteous dude, Edie McClurg went off script and ad-libbed this line in her best Chicago accent. Lead actor Matthew Broderick, who played Ferris himself, killed 2 people in a car accident and got away with it. On August 5, 1987, Matthew Broderick was involved in a car accident that killed a mother and her daughter in County Fermanagh, Ireland. During their vacation in Northern Ireland, Broderick and Ferris Bueller co-star / recent girlfriend Jennifer Grey were traveling through Irish back roads in a rented BMW during a fierce storm that made conditions unsafe to drive in. A police officer they had previously asked directions from told them that the route they planned to travel down was, quote, just stupid, and suggested a safer route for the given weather conditions. Broderick headed down the same path regardless, and the officer followed his vehicle for a couple miles, noting that he was not driving very fast. 28-year-old Anna Gallagher and her mother, 63-year-old Margaret Dougherty, were driving together when they collided head-on with Broderick's vehicle, which was driving on the wrong side of the road. Anna Gallagher and Margaret Dougherty were killed instantly from the impact of the crash. Matthew Broderick sustained multiple severe injuries, including a broken leg, a collapsed lung, multiple fractured ribs, and a severe concussion. Jennifer Grey's whiplash was so severe that the ligaments in the back of her neck were torn. She needed spinal surgery. Matthew Broderick and Jennifer Grey both claimed to have no memory of the accident when questioned by authorities. Broderick was originally speculated to be under the influence of drugs or alcohol, but toxicology reports deemed that this was not the case. When asked about the accident, Broderick said, "I don't remember even getting up in the morning. I don't remember making my bed. What I first remember is waking up in the hospital with a very strange feeling going on in my leg." Matthew Broderick was released from custody and allowed to travel back to the United States after paying a $4,075 bond. Due to lack of evidence, his charges were lowered from death caused by dangerous driving to a simple dangerous driving ticket, costing him only $175. The victim's family would go on to react to this trial, calling it a travesty of justice. Broderick did not reach out to the victim's family or friends immediately after the accident. A relative stated that Broderick did offer his condolences via letter, but that no other contact was made until more than 15 years later. In 2002, Broderick stated that he would meet the family during his trip to Ireland in the following year. Martin Dougherty, the brother and son of the deceased, looked forward to this promised meeting with Broderick. Dougherty confessed that a meeting with Broderick would provide him with some long-sought closure, saying, "There has always been something at the back of my mind that it would close the book totally if I did meet." Despite this, the meeting never happened, according to the victim's family, and still hasn't as of 2024. Matthew Broderick would go on to have a successful acting career with lead roles among superstars in titles like The Lion King and Glory. In 2012, he sparked controversy by starring and driving in a multi-million-dollar Super Bowl commercial advertising the year's Honda CR-V model. Viewers criticized and joked about the coldness and insensitivity of this casting choice. Martin Dougherty commented on the commercial, saying Broderick wasn't the greatest choice of drivers given his past. Quote, "I definitely think they could have had somebody else to do the advert. Maybe he hasn't had a good, hard think about it himself."